Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to Farm Talk Friday here at the Green Wave House. I'm Ken Jordan. This is my beautiful wife, Jivana. What do you got there, Annie?
Well, it's a U.S. and Costa Rica are friends pin.
Yeah.
I think my mom gave this to us for Christmas.
Yeah, it's cool. I liked it, actually.
It's cute.
I never wear pins, but maybe you could put it on like that one jacket you have with all the pins or something.
Yeah.
You never know. Okay, this is Friday, February 3rd.
Yes.
2023. We do this every Friday. We moved to Costa Rica about 7 years ago. We've got a small little farm here where we're trying to grow food for ourselves and all the animals running around. And so this is the Bible. This is the Bible of permaculture. This is Permaculture by Bill Mollison.
Yes.
A lot of stuff in there. I got my permaculture design certificate from, well, sort of from Rancho Mastatal, but really was like from Scott from Rancho Mastatal, and then from
Las
Sam.
Salinas. Yeah, Sam.
Sam Waterston. I'm getting his
Watersworth.
getting his last name wrong. Sorry, Sam. All right. Anyway, so each week, well, for 12 weeks anyway, we're covering the permaculture principles. There are 12 of them. And we are up to permaculture principle number 8.
Number 8.
Which is integrate rather than segregate.
So on the permaculturepinup.org, you can go to the education tab, and this is where we're at this weekend, or this week, this Friday.
That's right.
And this is Kaytibunny. Hey.
Hey, Kaytibunny. And listen, if you ever miss a Farm Talk Friday and you don't want to go to Facebook, you can go to YouTube. Look us up. Every single Farm Talk Friday is up on
there.
YouTube.
Yeah, Ken has our entire catalog going back a year and a half.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's kind of like our diary. It's kind of fun. My mom loves it. All right, permaculture principle number 8. Integrate rather than segregate.
Let's say hi to our first person that's popped on.
Good thing that it's number 8, gate 8.
Yeah. But we don't see your name, so I don't know if you need to leave a comment, but we see you and we're waving hi to you. But
Yeah.
Ken's gonna discuss permaculture principle number 8.
So basically, it's like, hey, it's seek diversity. It's have lots of different crops. No monoculture. No, so, a big farm with only oranges is the opposite of permaculture. It's monoculture.
No, monocropping.
Monocropping. Which is sort of monoculture. So anyway, no monocropping. And when you monocrop, it destroys the soil and invites pests. And so what you want to do is you want to have a variety of crops working together, companion planting, companion crops. You want to rotate the crops. Don't plant the same things every year in the same place. You want to sometimes let your soil lie fallow, which means untouched, to help it retain the nutrients. What else?
How is that about integration?
How is that integrated? Because you're integrating with the lying fallow?
And also the crop rotation.
Well, crop rotation is integrating a variety of crops. So,
okay.
Yes,
There we go.
how about that? Anyway, and you want to have pollinator. You want to have pollinator plants, pollinator flowers. 3/4 of the flowering plants in the world need animal pollinators, and
That's a big number.
35% of all food crops need an animal pollinator. So you want to plant lots of pollinator plants with flowers that attract the pollinators.
Right.
Yes.
We have lots of those.
Yeah. And, you have to think about this not only with your plants and trees and crops, but also you have to bring in animals, Like we have chickens, and chickens support our food. Chickens support because we eat the eggs. Chickens support our soil because they poop like crazy and improve our soil. And chickens help us with our lawn mowing because they eat the grass and trample the grass. So the bottom line with permaculture principle number 8, integrate rather than segregate, is to seek diversity. That's it.
Okay, good job, honey.
What else we got this week?
I don't know, but I mean, our chickens, they only move around our orchard, so. But I would say with our plan of being friendly towards the wildlife, agoutis might be acting like chickens.
All of our
right, like pooping.
All of our pooping animal friends.
And we just put up a video of an agouti. I put by popular demand. Well, Ken's mom wanted to see what an agouti was, and I got a pretty good video of one the other day, and it's up on the Green Wave House Facebook page. We're not there right now, we're on Ken's page. So if you go over there, then I think it was the last video I posted, so you can check it out. Yeah, not a lot of weekly updates. We had a really busy week.
Yeah.
So many things that are not really Farm Talk Friday relevant, I would say. Like
there's a couple of recovery
leaky
days.
sink stuff. We don't need to really talk about that here. I'm not sure that why bother you with our complaints and yeah. And it's like that doesn't even have to do with the elements. I mean, you know, a lot of times we're like, oh, it's so hard here. It's like it rains like crazy, and rain is, you know, water can be super destructive, and then you got the heat. But like underwater pipes, or, you know, like, I don't know, whatever. Okay, moving on. Hi, Ricardo, we see you. We just wanted to say hi. Thanks for joining the live. Yeah, okay, so we'll do our show and tell after the weekly updates. But this week, Ken and I did the Moonraking. So we've been talking about it since we got back from San Francisco. There's a restaurant in San Francisco called Moonraker, and I've never eaten there. It's kind of close to this other place that my family does eat at called Nick's. And so poor Moonraker, they've never had our family's business ever. I mean, I don't know. I've never asked my grandparents, but I've never been there in the many decades that I've been visiting. But we're Bonds fans, so we're like, hey, the Moonraker, maybe we should go there and support for Bond. Is that how to speak on?
No, it was because I was trying to figure out, well, this restaurant's called Moonraker, and it's right on the seaboard, right on the sea, right, it's waterfront. Waves bashing it all the time, and I started thinking, well, Moonraker has to mean something else besides that Bond film, and it would be the very top sail on a ship, on a boat.
Do we love this confabulation I came up with? I mean, we are Bonds fans, so there was some Bond happening in that discussion. But anyway, so it gave me this idea because, you know, it's really hot during the day, and my skin doesn't do that well out in the heat and the sun. And so I thought, like, you know, it'd be so nice if I could like work at night in the moonlight. That would be ideal, but the plants don't want to be cut at that time or pulled or anything. So I was like, Moonraking, you know, and it's the best time right now too. We can be out at night because it's not raining. It's not monsoon season. The trees are losing all their leaves. They make a giant mess. And honestly, like our land manager, they can't keep up with it. So it's like, you know, it's helpful if I'm able to do that and Ken's able to do it. So we finally were able to do it this past week. We did it 2 nights in a row, and
it was fun.
It was fun.
And we got a lot of raking done.
Yes, we did.
By the way, I just saw some pollinating going on. There was a hummingbird right down there.
Oh, yeah?
In the purple flowers, yeah.
Oh, cute. We love hummingbirds. They make a lot of noise, actually. If you don't know hummingbirds well, they can make all sorts of clicking noises. And anyway, hi, Liz. We see you. We just want to say hi. Thanks for joining the live.
KUNV.
Oh, yeah?
Forever.
Woo! All right. So anyway, so we did the moon raking. That was cool. I uploaded a video. It's pretty much just black. It's not a very exciting video, but the good thing is that it's very short. It's a very short video, and you hear us laughing. And Ken says, "This is fun." And I said, "What are we doing, Ken?" And he says, "Moon raking." And and then it pans, and we see the moon for like 1 second, and then it cuts off. So it's not a complete waste of time. Size doesn't matter. This has to do with our advert this week. We had a vegan and a non-vegan version of our Farm Talk Friday advertisement. I gave Ken the non-vegan version, which included egg yolks, and then the one that I posted, actually we'll show you that later. Even in one day, it's dried a little bit more than the photo. So this was the non-vegan photo that I used. But anyway, so what I noticed, our girls, our chickens, they lay all different kinds of eggs. So even the 3 that look very similar to each other, like they all have different eggs that they, and of course that makes sense. We're all different. But the big girls, like their egg yolks are not significantly bigger than our smallest chicken's egg yolks. And our little chicken produces little eggs, but the egg yolks are the same size.
And our little chicken produces green eggs.
Green eggs,
So
yeah.
she is the coolest.
He is pretty cool. Hi, John Ryan. Happy Friday, yay. Friday. Friday. So in terms of egg yolks, or the size of eggs and the egg yolk that is inside, size doesn't matter.
All right.
That's what I've discovered this week, at least amongst our chickens. Ken's not finding that joke very funny, but I'm hoping that maybe some females will, or I think it's permaculture pinup tongue-in-cheek appropriate. So there we go. Okay, so on our Greenwave House page, I've followed like other permaculture pages, I guess. And one of them is called Experimental Farm Network. And I saw on their story that they had a fruit. I don't even know if it was like their fruit. But there's some tree or bush or whatever that takes 40 years before it bears fruit. And so they were showing this, and I was like, wow, that is some serious long game.
We are not planting that tree.
No, I don't even know where that was from. And they're a network. They could be anywhere in the world.
Is the fruit worth waiting 40 years for?
You never know with these things. I mean, they're called the Experimental Farm Network. So they're down for anything. Like, let's plant it, because why not? We're the Experimental Farm Network. But I thought that was very patient of them.
Yeah.
Okay, show and tell.
Yeah.
I guess you don't necessarily know what's going on in these, but he, of course, he knows what some of them are.
I'll be eating Rosa de Jamaica.
So this is something that we grow every year. It's kind of an annual, but we decide that it's worth it. We love making a tea of it. We usually just use this part, but the entire plant you can make a tea out of. You can use it. The leaves can be used in a salad, and it's kind of tart, but the drink turns into like a Kool-Aid, like this colored Kool-Aid, and it has more vitamin C than orange juice.
Yeah.
So,
and it's some people compare it to cranberry juice, but it's way sweeter than cranberry juice. Did you just say that?
no, I didn't say it. It's not sweet. So.
But still,
In comparison
way
to-
sweeter than cranberry juice.
I would say milder than.
Yeah. This is our limes.
Yeah, that's a
Our
lie.
limon. They all look like this, like imperfect. Like,
Yeah, they do.
they have a ton of seeds, but they're delicious.
Yeah, and then do you want to show them this? You know what that is.
Is that the blackberry jam?
Yeah.
Yes, they're normally a little bigger. Whatever. Blackberry jam. It's got a little shell. Oh shoot. A
Yeah,
little
they can see it.
Yeah. And you basically have to sort of bite into it to split it in half. And then inside is like blackberry jam.
But it's super seedy.
And a whole bunch of seeds. So you kind of suck on the seeds to get the jam taste. And then spit the seeds out.
Yeah, so it's a novelty thing when we have people come and visit. And we have people come to visit like friends, but also we're happy to like tour people that are just interested in permaculture and food forests, and it's that one's fun for them. It hasn't seemed like anything overly practical. Like maybe if we have some people over for dinner, we'll expose it to them as well. I've been thinking maybe of making some tea out of it, like just opening them and kind of throwing it in there, and then you just strain out the seeds. In the past, we didn't have enough, but now I think we do. We could make a one-time tea of it. Okay, and then finally we have our sorghum here. So the sorghum we have planted for the chickens, and I don't know, we came back from our trip and the birds had eaten all of the sorghum, and I didn't know what it was supposed to look like, but I have to say that it definitely does look different. So what we wanted were these white parts of it, and when the little birds eat them in the mornings and around sunset hour, like it's, I don't know, it still looks the same, but it just looks more brown. And so now I see like what it is, but I had some of these previously about like a week ago, and I thought, oh, you know, like we're growing these for the chickens, let's see if they like them, and I put them in there and they didn't care. So I don't know what we're doing here. It's supposed to be really nutritious for them, so I'm gonna dry these, and then we're just gonna put them in their feed, but I don't think that you just give it to them raw, because our chickens were not interested.
Yeah, we're gonna dry them, and it's gonna go in the next chicken feed batch.
Yeah, and I think I included in the pictures this past week, maybe like a picture of some paper bags, and so we're using the paper bags currently to protect our sorghum, although this might be like the final batch of like what we had planted, but also we're protecting our new jackfruits that are coming in with paper, so let's cross our fingers.
All right. Anything
John
else,
Ryan, growth time, looks delicious. No, I think that's it. So,
all right, we'll be back next Friday for Farm Talk Friday.
Yep.
For my beautiful wife, Jivana. I'm Ken Jordan, and we'll see you next week.